How's everybody doing? Adventure AZ RC here. I'm Gabriel. Today we got the Vanquish H10 Optic V2 out here at First Water Trail. One of our local crawl spots that's pretty spectacular. There's all sorts of lines out here. Nothing too wild, but definitely some fun lines to go get some tires on. So let's get into it. You know we got to give you guys an overhead shot of the wash that we're going to be heading up. Some fun stuff out here at First Water Trail. First obstacle at First Water Trail. So I know recently I missed my weekly upload. I try to keep to uploading once a week. And we just had a little extreme heat. So as we battle this, had to throttle out. As we battle this heat, well, we might be doing every other week, but we will still try to stick to once a week on the postings. Yeah, this week has cooled down quite a bit. Allowed me to get out here on the rocks. So we took out our fuel cell. You can see, just got an empty cage back there. Keep in mind, in the last video I did say that we were gonna go 3D printed. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and paint it, just to keep it budget friendly for now. And I'm not sure which 3D printed one I want to go with yet. So give us time to make us gives us time to make a decision. Continue this on over. And we still pushing this thing through obstacles, with just the basic budget modifications. And like I said, there's nothing technical out here really. Maybe a few technical lines, but mainly just a lot of rock formation, just little cracks and crevices, nothing too crazy. All sorts of formations here in this this wash. So we started off at the bottom down here by where there's a tiny bit of water for the wildlife still, but started off over here in the shade. We're working our way up the wash here. We need to, oh, our fronts got to get up on there better. We want to get up over here because this looks like some fun side hilling over here that we're going to take. And still, after all this time, guys, I mean, there's no leakage from these shocks. Really impressed and happy. All right, so right here, it's a gnarly transition up. And that overdrive is hopefully going to help us out right here. Let's see if we can keep it stable. No. All right, let's get our rear end out a little, over here a little more. See if we can get that front to climb sooner. There we go. Just had to keep that front from washing out. And we got to get our belly through there. This is where I believe 100 mil shocks. Here soon, I will be going to 100 mil shocks because it allows for just that little extra droop. to get you over these obstacles. Gives you a little more belly clearance. 100 mil shocks definitely going to be in the works here soon. Really cool thing. Well, I'm not really into mud and water. That's not to say that I might do like a mud truck. Oh, let me get my shadow out of the shot. It's not to say I might do a mud truck later on down the road, but we just don't get enough rain in Arizona to justify like a creek or mud truck. We're hung up on our rear axle there. There we go, just bump it through. But the fun part is this will flow. This little wash right here will flow pretty good when we get some decent rains, and throughout the winter sometimes we'll stay wet. Running out of the superstitions here. We're on the north face of the foothills of the Superstition Mountains. So instead of coming across this ledge here, we'll spice it up and turn up right here. Try to get our belly through this little crack right here. Try to do this without getting too wild. Oh, that front's getting wild. Okay, so let's use this little ledge on our passenger side. Yeah, that little rock right there. Yep, we're gonna use that to help us balance it out. Get that through there. And once again, we just had a little extra droop. We clear that no problem. See if we can handle this side hill right here without falling off the edge at the bottom. Pulled that off. These tires are holding up pretty good. I mean, stock shocks and tires, I mean, all around, stock everything is awesome. The only thing I gotta complain about is, come on, Vanquish, why? Let's put the logos like in the middle for the, you know, sponsorships, you know, the partnerships, you know. Let's put that in the middle, because right now they're just getting grinded away in the rocks. That's the only gripe I got. I like those sponsorship, those real life brand on there. And it just sucks that you gotta grind it away on rocks. There's no rock rail slider truly besides your graphics. So yeah, that's really my only gripe about this. The livery is so nice, you know, especially with the sponsorship, the, you know, partnerships, names at the bottom, and then you just end up messing them up. That's all right. We don't have shelf princesses, you know. Gotta take it down a sheer drop off. See how it handles it. Little bushes in her way. Alright. Right here is where it comes straight vertical. Nice. Nice and controlled. Very stable. We'll have to do our part to make sure when we switch to 100 mil shocks, but we keep it as stable as it is now. Because all we're trying to accomplish is more articulation. So right here, if we give it a bump, go right up it. This thing just does so good out here. And keep in mind, these trails out here Nothing crazy hard. Still some fun times. Any of you guys are local, this would be a great spot to come check out with the buddies. All right, we've made it quite a ways down the wash from where we started. And just to get into this area over here by this tree, just to get into this is a nice fun area. This is where more of the technical lines are at. But just to get into it, we do have to stack some rocks. I'm not a fan of stacking rocks, but just to get into it, we'll stack some rocks. Make it possible. And this we can just continue on through. All right, catch up to the truck. Now that we've caught up to the Optic here, oof, that belly holding us up on a lot of things, but we're still getting through it. Right here, pretty gnarly drop off. Whew. I guess not too gnarly. I handled it like nothing. Let's see how it handles this steepness right here. Yeah, just a little bump. Handles it like nothing. Come do this drop off right here. Another angled drop off. Nice and controlled. That's the one great thing about this spot. We came down this trail. We started off down over here in the shade. Kind of mingled and weaseled our way through the wash up that way. Came back down, now we're coming up the trail. As long as the weather's all right and you got the battery packs, I mean, the trail just continues. You can just be trailing out here and trailing and trailing. There's even some decent, if I pay attention to where I'm going, even some decent little obstacles. But if you're just looking for some difficult, like, rock bouncing to get through, this is some really fun rock bouncing if you wanted to, you know, have like a, you know, U4 King of Hammers type race up the hill with your crew, your buddies, you know. Like that's a cool little spot to come through there. And then can even make this little gate right here obstacle. That's just all the options out here. We can utilize this terrain to our fullest extent and do what we want to with these rock crawlers, these RCs, any of them really. Whew, that breeze is nice. The sun is going down. Breeze is coming through the canyon, helping us out. Whew. Oh, beautiful evening here in Arizona. It's been tough to get out with how warm it's been, but glad I got out this evening. Get y'all some footage. Get out rock crawling. I was needing my fix. You know how it is when you're needing your fix. Gotta get that rock crawling fix, you know? See? And right here, got this nice rock formation, all these obstacles. We'll just continue to boogie up this trail as we hike on out of here, guys. Nice little pass through right here. So cool, so scale. Getting close to the end of our run here. Just wouldn't be right if I didn't show you guys the superstitions and out into the sunset over the desert. Once we get to the top of the hill, I believe we're gonna call it. And not too far, just right up over there. Just moseying along, bouncing our way up the mountain, just putting in the miles, going up the mountain. Oh, just putting in the miles, going up the mountains, battling through it all. Almost to the end, y'all. But before we get there, I gotta show y'all. It's hard to find these now. These center hubs I used. I had a deadbolt back in the day that became my daughter's. And if you trim the base off of those, you can get them to fit inside the rims there. Really cool little option. Just finish off the look there, scale look on the rim. Nice little touch. Full throttle. Nothing too wild. Good enough for racing up the mountain, I guess. Might not win the race, but it'll get the job done. Definitely faster than walking pace. This is me up on top of the hill from the trail we've been going up, looking out into the wash at the bottom there where we've been trailing. Some long trails out here. Well, that's about all we'll be able to get today here at First Water Trail with the Vanquish H10 Optic V2. Had a good run out here with our budget-friendly modifications on it. And we will be bringing our Fordyce back out here for a trail run. First Water Trail. It's definitely more of a trail run than for the buggies. But we had a blast out here as this evening brought some nice weather. So we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we will catch you next time.